Scramble is calling numbers down to this near side. Tough for Penaud. Jalibert wants to float it over for Damian Penaud, who knows how to finish from this sort of distance. Oh! Damian Penaud! Oh, it's outrageous!
Damian Penaud is one of the players in the spotlight at the moment. With the World Cup taking place in France and all the expectation around the French national team, he's become one of the players everyone wants to watch. Aged 27 years old, the winger is likely to be one of the key players for France's campaign. Let's now throw it back in time and take a look at this story, going through his career highlights throughout the years.
On to that. Again, lovely pass. Penaud!
Penaud was born on September 25, 1996 in Brive-la-Gaillarde, 160 kilometers away from Toulouse and 170 kilometers away from Bordeaux. His father, Alain Penaud, was also a professional rugby player who played internationally for France as well. He played as a fly half and has 32 caps for Le Bleu. Therefore, rugby was a part of Damian's life from a very young age. He started playing rugby when he was a little kid at Lyon Olympique Universitaire, being only 10 years old. He played there for just a year before joining CA Brive Corrèze-le-Messou, where he played for 3 years. He then switched to EV Malamar Brive, where he spent 1 year before eventually returning to CA Brive to play for a few more years, with a break from rugby in the middle before ending his junior career and joining the Clermont Academy. It was in 2014 that he started his professional rugby career with Clermont, just by joining the academy. By that time, he was already an interesting prospect, judging by his call-up to the U20 squad to play the 2015 World Cup, and repeating later on in 2016. In 2015, he was part of France's team which reached the semi-finals, losing to eventual champions New Zealand. During the tournament, Penaud's highlight was scoring 2 tries in their match against England. The following year, France's campaign was not as good, finishing in 9th place. Damian scored a single try that year against Japan. Despite the team performances, Penaud left a very good image, especially in the coaching team. Thomas Livremont, the U20 coach, would then call him a unique player, once he would establish himself as a key player in the first XV of the country. Anyway, back to 2016, when eventually the time came and Penaud made his debut in the top 14. It was in April 2016 against Agen at the very young age of 19. That time he played at inside center. That was the only game he played all season though. However, he quickly established himself as the backup option for club legend Ariel Rogerie for the next season, during which he played regularly inside him, starting to gain minutes and experience at the highest level.
One of our substitutes is on the pitch, Etienne Foucault, and Penaud is away. Penaud sliding through the Japanese defence. He is glorious to watch.
And they've got the ball, Taufa Fanua, now Cameron Walkie. They've all got footballing skills. And Damian Penaud, it's all about pace for the Clermont winger.
During the 2016-2017 season, Penaud played 3 matches in the European Rugby Champions Cup, including the final against Saracens. On that occasion, he came in from the bench to replace Rogerie. Unfortunately, Clermont lost the match, but again, all this experience would contribute to his development as a player. If it wasn't a good enough season for Clermont that far, that same season they also played the top 14 final against RC Toulon, and Damian Penaud was part of that match. This was certainly one of the most notable achievements in his career, as he was part of the only try in the match, helping the team set it up for a Liveretti Rocca. Needless to say, that was crucial for the championship win.
Chips it, yeah, it's going to land in space on the turf. Makes Penaud work. Gets away from Reece Hammett a little bit too easily. Away goes Damian Penaud. Dupont his shoulder. Here's Dumortier.
2017 was certainly a very special year for Damian, but not only for the achievements we just mentioned. This was the year he received his first call for the French national team to go play against South Africa in a 3-match test series. What a way to get started, huh? During that tour, he also made his official debut. That was the start of a long journey which continues to date. You might be wondering, what's so good about this player? Why is he so well regarded? Well, it's a good moment to take a look at his skills. First and foremost, his running is probably one of his strongest points. He's got great skill and speed, which makes him a very dangerous attacker, capable of gliding through tackles and gaining a lot of ground on the field. Helped by that, he also has the ability to find the try line, being a natural play finisher. He scored multiple tries at both club and nation level. Another key aspect of his game is the versatility he offers as a player. He plays primarily as a winger, but can also play at any of the center positions. This comes in very handy to the coaches, to have a player they know they can count on for more than one position, depending on the different situations the team might face. His versatility as a player showcases his understanding of the game and technical skills as well. As you know, rugby is not all about attacking, but Penaud is also very good at defense. Despite being an attacking threat and that being his strongest side, he has improved his tackling a lot, making him better in his defensive duties. This usually sees him involved in turning over possessions. Back to the timeline, a few years later in 2019, Penaud won the European Rugby Challenge Cup with Clermont, beating La Rochelle in the final by 36-16 and scoring a try in that match. That was his last relevant championship campaign at club level. Later that year, in 2019, Penaud was part of the 33-man squad to represent France in the 2019 Rugby World Cup. He was able to play during 3 matches, not having the chance to score any tries. His time to shine with the French national team would come though, as in 2022 he was part of the squad that won the Six Nations with a Grand Slam. His individual performance in the tournament was top-notch, as he was the joint top try scorer of the tournament together with James Lowe and Gabin Villiers, with 3 tries each. He was also voted Player of the Series for the 2022 Autumn Nations Series. Jump forward to 2023, World Cup year, which saw Damian make a significant move in his career, leaving Clermont after 120 matches and 280 points scored. He switched to Bordeaux-Bègles. In the national team, he was part of the Six Nations squad once again, scoring multiple tries, 2 of which were Guinness Six Nations Try of the Round. Those were his try against Ireland in round 2 and his massive try against England in round 4, which helped Les Bleus claim a historic win in Twickenham. These tries helped him become France's all-time top try scorer in the Six Nations tournament. Later on in the year, he would of course be a part of the 33-man squad to chase France's dream in the 2023 Rugby World Cup, and he would score his first ever Rugby World Cup try in the opening match against the All Blacks. He is now not only talented, but also a very experienced player. At the time of writing, he has almost 50 caps with the French national team, at which he has scored 150 points. These include tries against New Zealand, South Africa, England, Italy, Scotland, and Ireland. In the past, he also represented the U20 17 times, having scored 50 points. He's definitely a big country player that will give a lot to talk about during his World Cup and in the years to come. Damian Penaud's story is one of dedication and perseverance. His journey from a young player at Clermont Academy to an international rugby star is inspiring to say the least. With his talent and determination, there's no doubt that he will continue to make significant contributions to French rugby in the years to come.